Alright, I believe I'm live. What's up, everyone? Hardcore Hector here, playing some more Pokemon Crystal. I was gonna go to Union Cave, but then I saw my egg is kind of about to hatch, so I think I'm gonna make my way back to New Bark Town real quick and show that egg. Oh, and also, I got the other two starters from a different copy of Gold and Silver. And the starter that I chose also, it's Friday, so Frida is here. Yahoo, it's Friday. I'm Frida of Friday. Nice to meet you. Here's a poison barb for you. Give it to a Pokemon that has poison type moves. Oh, it's Wicked. You'd be shocked how good it makes poison moves. Is this showing right on my screen? Because it's like red on my open broadcast software for some reason. I don't know why the framing's like that. We've already captured, yeah. And when that little Pokeball logo's on the top left, underneath their name, that means I already captured one of these guys. I might not use the other starters throughout the whole game, because I was kind of looking at some other Pokemon that I would like to have on my team. But I know Totodile, his evolution up into Fur Alligator, he's really good for 4 of the HMs, the hidden machines. But there's like 7 in this game. Oh, it's starting to disobey me already? Just at level 10 already, and it starts to disobey you? Used instead Leer. Dang, what badges do I need then? Let's see if that'll happen with Chikorita as well. Chikorita used instead Tackle. Well, at least it worked. Yeah, this is not going well. Dang, I thought I'd have to like level 20 before they start disobeying. Or I thought Violet City, the Violet City gym badge would help. The Zephyr badge. Oh yeah. Well, I think I'll put them away for right now since they're already disobeying me. And I did capture a Wooper last night in Union Cave, so maybe I'll pop one of those out. Yeah, that's disappointing. I'll have to hold off on using them, I guess. I need to level up the Wooper though. Level up the Wooper. Oh yeah, I normally give him Mud Slap anyways. Because he doesn't learn a ground type attack till like way later on. And hopefully the egg will hatch by the time I get to New Bark Town. Because once the egg hatches, you notify Professor Elm. Actually, I think he calls automatically. Then he's like, "Oh, come see me," and go see him, and then he'll give you an item. Oh yeah, I still don't have Peck for Hoot Hoot. I need that Peck. Oh no, I already have Water Gun. I thought I only had Tackle. So I don't think I'm going to consider this its own episode, because I've been splitting up my live streams into other episodes and then putting it in my regular videos. But since I'm just kind of doing like a side quest sort of thingy with the egg, I don't think I'm going to put this in its own episode. People can just go to the live stream to check it out, I guess. I'm kind of watching SmackDown on the side. I don't know if there's any wrestling fans out there. But today's 3 hours long, so I'm like, I know they're just gonna stretch it out in some parts, so I'll just live stream a bit here and there. But I might kind of side eye it here and there. Oh yeah, and then when I was playing through Silver to get those other starters to transfer them or trade them over to Crystal, it seemed like the wild Pokemon were higher level. I had like several level 4 Hoot Hoots just back to back. And then I saw some Kakuna. I'm like, I never see Kakuna. And then the Hoot Hoot that I was seeing were like level 2, maybe level 3. So I don't know if like the versions also change the levels, but I know like versions might change some of the Pokemon that you see. I wonder if I unmute SmackDown if you guys can hear it. Oh, Lord. And then it goes to commercial. You know, I've tried to play some WWE games up on this channel. Try to live stream them, but then it plays all these different songs, and I always get these copyright strikes or whatever, so I like can never monetize anything. And of course, their entrances also have copyrighted songs sometimes. So it's like I can't ever play those games unless like the audio's muted or something. It's dumb. And speaking of copyright strikes, I still get people trying to come after some of my videos that I've made like 10 years ago. They'd say like, "Oh, I actually own the music to this video." Like, bro, you did not compose the Super Mario soundtrack, the Super Mario World soundtrack from 30 something years ago. No, get out of here. So I just dispute those. I don't care who you are trying to get monetization off of videos that I've made because you claim that you're like the composer of some video game soundtrack. I don't stand for that. I fight that. Thought there would be more Geodude around here, so we can just water gun them and get some experience and some defensive points. Spearow, I think, gives me attack points. Rattatas, mostly speed, usually. There we go. Togepi came out of its egg. Give a nickname to Togepi? Nope, I'm good. It's a male. Level 5, Growl Charm. Pretty good stats. Well, to the naked eye, to the unknown, I don't really know off the top of my head all of their stats. It seems good. Oh, I thought Professor Elm calls. Maybe I was just thinking of a different thing that happens. Elm, bro, how's the egg? What? It hatched? Wow. What kind of Pokemon is it? Please come show me now. I said now. Hector, you look great. What? That Pokemon? The egg hatched. So Pokemon are born from eggs. No, perhaps not all Pokemon are. Wow, there's still a lot of research to be done. Thanks, Hector. You're helping unravel Pokemon mysteries for us. I want you to have this as a token of our appreciation. The Everstone. That's an Everstone. Some species of Pokemon evolve when they grow to certain levels. A Pokemon holding the Everstone won't evolve. Give it to a Pokemon you don't want to evolve. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of a weird item, unless you just had like multiple rare candies and you didn't want the Pokemon to evolve. And just putting it back to back or something, or giving them rare candies back to back. Whatever. I Expected you to give me something like the other 2-3 times. Oh, what's up? What's your name? Manarolo Quendero? Oh, trying to share a clip of my side job on Instagram. Taking forever to share. Yeah, I just showed Professor Al my Togepi. It's a weird Pokemon. Oh, Manu for short. Yeah, I dig. I never really liked Togepi or Togetic or Togetic, however you pronounce his evolution, in the second generation. Because they're just normal and normal flying types, and their moveset was kind of weird. And their stats exactly weren't that great. But then by the fourth generation, when they had Togekiss, they started adding some better moves, and the stats were a bit better, and that Pokemon was pretty decent, and I had him in a bunch of my parties. But and then in the next generation, or 2 generations later, Generation 6, then they added the Fairy type, and that's when Togekiss became Fairy. I think Togepi's Fairy too, isn't it? Togepi's so small its whole back sprite can be seen. Yeah, I know. Well, they don't always do you know, size comparisons well with sprites. Poisoned. Dang. When was the last time you played Pokemon Crystal? Or do you normally play Pokemon? Or just browse in some live streams? You play this on your grandma's iPad? How? Was it a ROM or something? I normally play Silver so I can have Vulpix on my team. I dig. I really liked Vulpix in the first, second generation, and Ninetales. I still have Ninetales Holo card. And then I have the Vulpix. Well, actually, I had a Vulpix plushie from KFC. You know, when they first started doing Pokemon plushies from KFC. And then I got a nicer quality Pokemon Center plushie of Vulpix. So it was you can see each of its 6 tails instead of it just being this flat fabric thingy with the tails kind of sewn into it. It was you can actually... Well, they weren't individual tails, so it was still kind of one piece. But it was one solid piece instead of a flat piece, if that makes sense. But Eevee was usually one of my favorites, and Umbreon. I don't think I ever got an Eevee plushie though. Oh yeah, and then once Togepi and Togekiss became fairy types, and they started demolishing dragon types. I have a Shieldon plushie. I have no idea where it came from, but I'm pretty sure it's official. Yeah, I also have a Pikachu plushie with a Charizard, you know, like onesie sort of thingy, or like a hat cape sort of thing. Because I used to go to anime conventions back a few years back, so I got some of that. Then I had the 4 plushies from KFC when they first released Dratini, Vulpix, what was it? Wasn't it Poliwhirl or something? Or Seal? Man, no, Zubat, Seal, Dratini, and Vulpix. That's who they were. Poliwhirl was on the Pokemon card from Burger King. Poliwhirl, Charizard, Mewtwo, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and somebody else. But I got all 6 of those. Handmade wool Glalie plushie. That's cool. Handmade too. When you said wool, it made me think of those yarn games. I had one of those yarn Yoshis, but that's an amiibo. I had some other plushies. I know I have other game plushies like a Mog or Moogle or whatever. I mean, from Final Fantasy series. Ah, it just keeps using synthesis. Yarn was the word I wanted. Don't know why I said wool. Oh, so it was yarn. I dig. Was it like crocheted or something? Wow, that was one of the dumbest moves I've ever seen on TV. I'm looking at. There we go, Peck. Finally got Peck on Hoot Hoot. Crochet Amaguri me thingy. I don't know about the second word. I'm not familiar with that second word. Thank you for waiting. Your Pokemon are fully healed. We hope to see you again. Cool, thank you. Still such low levels. Alright, now let's actually get to the next goal, I guess you can say. Oh man, my legs are so sore. Non-stop exercising. Alright. Let's move on to the next thing. Oh wait, this guy's talking. He won't stop talking, bro. Word? No.
With all that, even burning my face, the only thing you've done is wake something inside me that even your crazy mind won't understand.
555.
So right here, Buffalo,
Okay, we're on Route 32. Going to Union Cave. Should I just keep these guys? I guess. Alright, everybody. On to the next episode, Pokemon Crystal. Gonna be going through Union Cave next on the way to Azalea Town. Already caught my Wooper last night from Union Cave, and I got my Togepi to hatch. So let's continue. Let's progress. Let's hit the old dusty trail. I just want to, for the people in the live stream, I always, do a little intro thingy every time I'm doing the next episode so people can be like, oh, wait, what's going on in this episode? Because, I just do a full live stream and then people... Alright, and then I cut it up into episodes and people will check out the episodes later on. It might not be like, oh, I saw the last episode, what's going on in this episode? You know what I mean? I got Metronome for Togepi. Was Union Cave ever featured in the anime? I'm not sure. I was watching some of the anime on YouTube because like the first 5 seasons are available for free on Pokemon TV, the YouTube channel. But there were some episodes where like the audio was kind of messed up, so I still have the DVDs and just watch the DVDs. Well, of the first 3 seasons. Or is it 2 seasons? I got the DVDs of Indigo and Orange Islands. But I don't remember seeing an episode on Union Cave. I would think there'd be something. They had like 10 episodes just getting to the first city, Cherry Grove. Whoa, what a surprise. I didn't expect to see anyone here. Let me see. Pokemon Anime Union Cave. Doesn't say. I don't see anything. Oh well. Onyx versus Togepi. In the manga, in other languages, preview, layout, trainers. No, it doesn't say it was ever in the anime, it just says it was in the manga. What were you saying? The Latin Spanish version of the episodes used the redubbed version, and that version sucks. The original dub sounds leagues better, and not because of nostalgia, it's because the OG dub is objectively better. I didn't know that there was like a redub. Do they still say jelly donuts in the redub? I just saw a post about that on Facebook. Oh, almost to the next level. I'm beaten big time. Dang. Took so much HP. Whoops. Oh, that was the wrong guy. Dang it. Just wasted a potion. You're headed to Azalea, are you? Let my Pokemon see if you are good enough to battle. Original dub sounds leagues better. Oh wait, no, I already read that. I could wrestle. Geodude. You said the redub versions of the Pokemon anime had the new Ash voice actor dubbing the older episodes. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Even the original voice actress or whatever for Ash didn't have like the same Ash voice throughout all the episodes. You can see that they kind of changed slightly or slowly as she kind of progressed. Unless there's like a totally other third voice actor or something that I'm not aware of. But yeah, and then there was like several new voice actors, weren't they? Like the whole team was redone, maybe? I don't know. Never really looked into it, but I can tell that multiple characters were changed. But at the same time, sometimes only one voice actor or voice actress does several characters in a series. You said Ash's old voice actress has started hate campaigns against Ash's new voice actress or actor. I don't know about the new one. So he could dub Ash once again. I am not joking. Oh, that's weird. I would assume that they stopped voice acting for Ash specifically because they wanted more money and Pokemon was just around for so long that they're just like, oh, we gotta cut the funding. That's what I would think. That's usually what happens. Or they're like, or they just want to move on to something else because, you know, they don't want to stick into the same job for a decade or, well, it's been almost 3. But I don't know the details behind all that. I don't really like the sprite for Slowpoke and Pokemon Crystal. It looks like he's like kind of leaning sideways or something. Like what's going on there? He said another funny thing about the Spanish fandom is its wiki. For example, when an episode goes off model for comedic effect or visual gags, it sometimes lists those moments as goofs or errors. Well, isn't a goof just a joke? No, I'm just joking. But no, that's kind of. Oh, I was paying attention. Oh, my centrate. But yeah, that's kind of dumb. Like, oh, we made a joke and like, that's not correct. That's not canon. I remember people using that word so much. But with Pokemon, there's like no canon stuff since it's a video game. video game logic, anime logic, manga logic. It's just all over the place. The basement Pokemon are a little bit stronger. Level 8 Rattata. That's dumb. Phanpy made a funny face and then the wiki said the face was drawn incorrectly. Does it say that every time Ash makes those weird faces to like mimic or copy different Pokemon? I was watching an episode the other day where he made a face to like mimic Brock. And so Ash was like, "Oh, you mean Brock?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, I didn't say yeah, but anyway, Wooper's taking a beating. Mama's asking me to help her with something, so I'll be back in a minute. And if not, my best wishes for the stream. Thanks, man. It's cool. It's all good. Maybe I'll level up a little bit down here. Oh, and then of course I get a level 6 Pokemon when all the other ones were like level 8. But he hit me pretty hard, so. how close I have to be. Okay, this mic. How close do I have to be if I put this all the way to the minimum? Will it start popping? Because it kind of has a pop filter sort of thingy. But I can't even hear myself. Testing. Now I can hear myself when I'm like that. Couldn't hear myself earlier. But then it just keeps picking up the TV in the background. I don't want to put the TV so low, so silent. Yeah, I can see the audio moving when the TV starts making noise. Well, I'm almost to the end of Union Cave. Then I'll be... Well, there's one more route, like a really small route, right before Azalea Town. I'm meeting so many female Pokemon for some reason. For the rare Pokemon. More common one, it goes back and forth. I usually keep my starter Pokemon from evolving for a little bit so I can teach them a little bit stronger of one of their elemental moves. With Cyndaquil, I'll wait till he learns a Flame Wheel. Because it's lame when you're going through the game with a Quill Lava, just knowing Ember, just doing Ember everywhere. Need that Flame Wheel, baby. Although in the 4th generation, Ember is a special attack, and Flame Wheel is a physical attack, and Flamethrower is a special attack. So it's a little back and forth. Special attack stat, special attack stat again. I'm almost to the end, right here. Really? I'm at the exit. You can't just let me leave the cave. I'm not going to fight another Wooper at level 5. It's not worth it. I have to fight a hiker over here. Route 33. The sign said Route 33. Like, thanks. I was already aware of that. I came through the tunnel, but I still have plenty of energy left. Yep, it's a hiker with a Geodude. You didn't really miss anything. I just left Union Cave. Oh, my Wooper is still hurt. It's like one more trainer battle before I get to Azalea Town. I mean, did it already know Rock Throw at level 11? Yeah, Geodude's a good choice for the upcoming gym. If you're struggling out there, you don't have like Cyndaquil, something like that, to put the fire to the Bug-type gym, you get a Rock-type Pokemon, like Geodude, and Rock Throw. Or if you still have your Onix from the last gym, last town. Of course, Flying-type Pokemon are also good. Pidgey, Hoot Hoot, Spearow. All possible options. What? Burned him. That reduces their attack stat. I got him. Hoot Hoot's got him. Super effective, baby. You've got more zip than me. Do you know where your final team will be? I know some of them, but not fully. It's unsafe to go in there, so I'm standing guard. Aren't I a good Samaritan? Hi, it's Uncle Ralph. I've been spending more time with my Goldeen than I have with my kids. That's a bit sad, actually. I just beat a wild Bellsprout. I told my kid, but he scoffed that he could do the same thing easily. Boy, has he gotten cocky. You'd call your mom sometime, too. Whatever. So, like, I don't know if you were here when I was first doing the live stream, but I had the other 2 starters that I traded over from a different copy of Silver. Or Gold and Silver, and I was going to use them, but then they started disobeying me already past level 10, because I only have like 1 gym badge, I guess. And well, I wasn't fully sure if I was going to use them anyways for my final team, but I kind of liked using them just for fun. Other than that, there's like so many good water type Pokemon. There's always so many different water type Pokemon in each Pokemon game. Not as many good other type Pokemon, but so yeah, I'm thinking of... Oh yeah, also because I had just played Pokemon Crystal on my 3DS Virtual Console to like trade some of them over to my Pokemon Home and Pokemon Bank and all that. So I was using like Heracross in that playthrough. I was thinking of using Scizor in this playthrough. And I used Espeon on that playthrough. I was kind of thinking of using... well, maybe Umbreon. I also wanted to use Houndour at first. I was thinking of using Chikorita and then trading for a Houndour, which would have been Dark and Fire. Because you don't get those until you get to Kanto. And after like 8, 9, maybe even 10 gym badges. But then I was like, oh, maybe I'll just use the Pokemon that I can capture in Pokemon Crystal by itself. But I wasn't 100% sure. I'm just kind of going back and forth. So I was looking at Skarmory, Typhlosion for the starter. Maybe go with a Houndoom later on. Either Bellossom or Sunflora. Scizor, like I said. Slowking, I would like. Kingdra's really good too, though. Kingdra or Slowking. And then I thought about maybe going with a Shuckle. Seeing how that works out with a Pokemon Stadium team too. Because I'm playing this on Pokemon Stadium 2. And then I can register the Pokemon to play with them in the cups. But I would eventually like to get a Tyranitar, but you don't get those until like the very end of the game either. It's pretty lame. Yeah. I guess that's the end of this episode of Pokemon Crystal. I went through Union Cave and Route 33, and now I finally reached Azalea Town. So in the next episode, I'm going to go through Slowpoke, what is it, cave, tunnel, well, no, Slowpoke well. Yeah, do that, and then go to the gym, I guess. So see you in the next episode. And before I start the next episode, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. Alright. I'm back. All these cables are gonna start getting tangled up, man. Got my headphone cable, my microphone cable, my Nintendo 64 cable, controller cable. the HDMI cable for the adapter, but whatever. Alright guys, Hardcore Hector here yet again with another episode of Pokemon Crystal. I went through Union Cave last episode, reached Azalea Town, so now I'm going to continue the story, go to Slowpoke Well, and all that good stuff. This is also where Kurt lives, where you can get all the apricorns turned into special Pokeballs. This is Kurt. Who are you? Hector, eh? You want me to make some balls? Sorry, but that'll have to wait. Do you know Team Rocket? Don't worry, I'll tell you anyhow. Team Rocket's an evil gang that uses Pokemon for their dirty work. They're supposed to have disbanded 3 years ago. Anyway, they're at the well, cutting off Slowpoke tails for sale. So I'm going to give them a lesson in pain. Hang on, Slowpoke. Old Kurt is on his way. And then his daughter's right here. And his granddaughter, I guess. Grandpa's gone. I'm so lonely. So yeah, in the first set of games, Gold and Silver, you can get Kurt to make you a Pokeball using the apricorns. But, I did not want to listen to this. But they only do like one Pokeball a day. On this one, you can give him several apricorns to make several Pokeballs, but it has to be of the same type. Like 5 red apricorns or 5 white apricorns or something like that. And then it takes him 24. Well, it takes him past midnight to make them. So you can give it to him at like 11:58 p.m. and then pick them up at 12:01 a.m. So it just has to pass midnight. Charcoal kiln. Hey there, Hector. The guard up top took off when I shouted at him, but then I took a tumble down the well. I slammed down hard on my back, so I can't move. Rats. If I were fit, my Pokemon would have punished them. It can't be helped. Hector, show them how gutsy you are in my place. And then in Gold, Silver, Crystal, they introduced all these new Pokeballs, but they weren't all carried over to the next set of games, only some of them. Like there's the Moon Ball, catching Pokemon that evolve with a Moonstone, like Clefairy and Jigglypuff and Nidorans. And then there's the Heavy Ball, which captures heavier Pokemon. The heavier, the easier it is for them to capture, supposedly. Fast Ball is the ball captures, or has a better chance of capturing, if you use it at the start of the battle, before even using any moves. So like if you use one move, then it's not going to be very useful, I believe. Something like that. Then, the Friend Ball. Capture that and it'll be a little bit more friendly towards you. The Level Ball. I think it's supposed to be like the Pokemon have to be a lower level than the Pokemon that's currently out in battle. But then I thought I think that's like the newer version of the Level Ball. I think the older version is like it has to be between like or lower than level 30 or something, I think. I don't fully remember. Were there some oh yeah, and then there's the Lure Ball. Captures Pokemon a little bit more easier when you fish to get them. You go fishing. What else? Is that it? Lure, Fast, Friend, Level, Moon, Heavy. That might be it. If I miss one, feel free to put it in the chat. When I'm fighting Team Rocket and all their lame, weak Pokemon. Weak, lame Pokemon. Forgot to get more potions and stuff. I'm not sure if I like the stereo sound, because by default it's on mono, and like when the Pokemon come out into battle, Zubat comes out and his cry will be in both speakers. Centrate comes out and his cry will be in both speakers. But if you put it to stereo, Zubat comes out, the cry is only in the right speaker. Centrate comes out, the cry is only in the left speaker. And then the music is even split up between the left and right speakers. And so it's just a little funky. Especially if you're only listening out of one of the speakers. I need to sell some stuff and put some stuff away. I should give him some berries too. Let's go like Togepi, I guess. Centrate? I mean Cyndaquil? I want to give Centrate the paralyzed cure so he doesn't get paralyzed. Doesn't lose his speed. Poison, bitter. Poison, these two, I guess, for right now. Oh yeah, I need to sell these energy powder thingies too. All the bitter medicine. Shouldn't be carrying the bitter medicine. It's just taking up space. I can put some of these things away. Poison barb, the Everstone. Maybe put the Miracle Seed on my grass Pokemon. Keep an Awakening. Keep an Antidote because you get poisoned so quickly, so fast. So often is the word I was trying to think of as well. Well, I need a heal. I was just gonna go straight to the PC. Oh, dang it, I keep hitting this stupid thing. Wait, I put away the Miracle Seed? Was I not paying attention? I was gonna give Chikorita the Miracle Seed. Yeah, it's right there. I'm stupid. Might have Onyx out. Oh, then it's also a traded Pokemon, so he will also start disobeying me. Will he start obeying me once I get the second badge, the Hive badge? So, first time I saw those Slowpoke. Could take Slowpoke tails. If we obeyed you, Team Rocket's rep would be ruined. First time I saw the Slowpoke, I was like, oh, those are some pretty cool sprites. But you only see the front side. And does that mean that they took their tails? The Team Rocket took their tails off already? But then, you know, you capture other Slowpoke and it's the same sprite. So it's like, well, does that mean all the Slowpoke don't have any tails? That's kind of what I was thinking, you know, as a kid, when the first time I played this game. But, you know, it's just a sprite that they made. They only made one sprite. Does it seem like leash life is stronger in this game? And of course I hurt myself. And then leash life again. Somehow survived. I'm just gonna switch Pokemon. Should have used my bitter berries so I didn't have all this confusion. I thought I would have learned Quick Attack by now. Before he evolved, I mean. And of course, I keep hurting myself in confusion. Every single time. Just too strong. A Slowpoke with its tail cut off. Huh? It has mail. Read it? Commit mail fraud? Yes. Be good and look after the house. With Grandpa and Slowpoke? Oh, I guess look after the house with Grandpa and Slowpoke. Love, Dad. I guess this was one of Kurt's Slowpokes or something? Or that was Kurt's granddaughter's mail? Maybe? I don't know, bro. Not sure which Pokemon I'll be using, so let's see. I don't remember what this last guy had. If you interrupt our work, don't expect any mercy. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. Oh, that's it? He only has a coughing? Level 14, but still. Yeah, Roar's not going to do anything if that's his only Pokemon. If he had more than one Pokemon, it would switch out, but he doesn't. You did okay today, but wait till next time. Took a second for me to find the remote. Yeah, Team Rocket was broken up 3 years ago, but we continued our activities underground. Now you can have fun watching us stir up trouble. Way to go, Hector. Team Rocket has taken off. My back's better too. Let's get out of here. Hi, Hector. You handled yourself like a real hero at the well. I like your style. I would be honored to make balls for a trainer like you. This is all I have now, but take it. Lure ball. I make balls from apricorns. Collect them from trees and bring them to me. I'll make balls out of them. You have an apricorn for me? Is it apricorn, apricorns? I think they say apricorns in the anime. Fine, I'll turn it into a ball. Which one should I use? The white one. Take a day to make the ball. I'll come back for it later. I get to help Grandpa now. We'll make good balls for you. So please wait. Alright. So that's pretty much the end of this episode. I think I'm going to try and capture some Pokemon before challenging the gym. So I'm going to end this episode right here. Clear out Slowpoke well from Team Rocket. And I always thought it was so weird eating a Slowpoke tail. Like, I tried imagining it somehow, and they said, oh, it's so salty and delicious. I'm like, salty? I'm like, do they just eat it like a slug or something? Like, how big is it? But do they cook it? Do they slice it up? Or I don't know. That was just my kid brain thinking of Slowpoke Tails. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna save the game right there. End of the episode. Slowpoke Well, Team Rocket, Azalea Town. Next episode, I'll fight the Azalea Town Gym. First, I'm gonna capture some Pokemon and maybe try and level up a little bit more. Cause I'm only level 14 for my starter. Yeah, kind of underleveled. I can still stay live, I guess. I guess. Oh yeah, and then the Slowpokes are back over here. I wanted to add a Slowpoke to my team and make it a Slow King. Pretty sure you can get them here, right? Before going into the basement. Where's all the wild Pokemon? Oh, here we go. That's a Zubat. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get Slowpoke somewhere around here. Can get an Oddish from the forest to the west. Although I'm not sure how well an Oddish will do in Azalea Town. Azalea Town Gym, I mean. Could get a Sunkern. Oh, there we go, Slowpoke. Yeah, it has to be a male to be a Slow King. Because then it would be a Slow Queen, right? Haha. Not funny. That actually would be kind of cool though if they did something like that. Slow King and Slow Queen. I need his attack to go up. I'm gonna make him a special guy. Psychic, Surf. Can I get Amnesia? No, not right now. Let's see. It's always so absent-minded that it won't react even if its flavorful tail is bitten. See? And then it says its tail is flavorful. Has pretty good attack, not that great special attack. Let me see. Slowpoke. Level is it? 6? 29 HP? 27. Possible IVs. Oh, that's actually not too bad for special defense, and speed. Well, it's a huge spread for the other ones, though. Dang. My throat. Should I just keep this one? Usually keep the first Pokemon I get. Although with Wooper I caught the second one. I don't think I'm really going to need attack, but I would need defense and HP. So this is usually what I do when I capture Pokemon. This is why I don't live stream it. Because it just takes like an hour or two or whatever deciding if this Pokemon's good enough. And finding the Pokemon too as well, you know. I had a Crobat in my Pokemon Crystal playthrough in the Virtual Console. It was such a pain getting Togepi to evolve with Friendship, Golbat to evolve with Friendship, Eevee to evolve with Friendship. There's another Slowpoke. Let's see how it stacks up. I'm being the speedy Centrate, he's being the Slowpoke. What? I don't have any what's that called? Status type move, do I? To like put him to sleep or to paralyze him. There we go. Put them in here together and see how they look. Oh, of course, they're like totally different sides of the Pokemon box. It's 34, 16, 15, 12, something like that. I don't know. It's 2 levels higher though. 16, 15, 12. Ah, I feel like this isn't going to be good enough, maybe. 34. Yeah, this is much worse. The first one was way better. So I'll just go with the first one, I guess. I don't know. I think my dog wants to go out, maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna end the live stream right there. Oh, and that's Fishman Ralph is calling. But yeah, as I said already, next time, next episode, next live stream, I'll be doing the Azalea City, Azalea Town, Azalea City, whatever, the gym, bug type gym. See you guys there.